And good evening, everyone. Look at your weather. We did have a magnitude 3.9 earthquake there near Still, Missouri. Some people feeling a little rattling with that. That happened at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Again, 3.9 magnitude. That's pretty substantial. We haven't had one that large in quite a while. It was about a 12-kilometer deep earthquake, and that's one reason people were feeling that across parts of northwest Tennessee. I've been in a 3.5. It'll jolt you pretty good. 3.9 is that much bigger there, but also had a couple of smaller quakes, less than a 2.0, but those are quite common. But that 3.9 quake, that's up there, yeah, out there on the New Madrid there fault, where we had that shaking going on at 1 o'clock, around just a minute before 1 this afternoon. Let's take a look at the current weather. 82 in Savannah, a few clouds out there in between the sunshine, coming in at 82 here in Jackson. Memphis coming in at 82, nice sunny sky there. And we've had a few showers going on throughout today. Parsons coming in at 82 as well. Here's a look at the area temperatures. We've got a little bit cooler. Huntington over to Paris and Camden, where we had that shower come through a little bit earlier, kind of cooled down things a little bit there, but just an isolated shower. Most of us not dealing with any rain today as expected, and the winds are out of the southwest, about 20 at times, and radar showing those tornado watches out there over the eastern plains, and we've had a few tornado warnings out there too. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings in the mix too. Here it's just been an occasional shower. We are expecting those severe storms tomorrow. They're going to be mostly off to the west and southwest, but we are in the outlook, mostly in the marginal outlook there. You can see the 1 out of 5 risk for West Tennessee, and then of course Monday the larger risk, because in the 5-day outlook, they only do by percentages. And when we see, 30% over northwest Tennessee, that's not a good thing. But the bullseye on this has been tracking a little further north with the model run. So hopefully we can get this to fare up at least better. But it's not looking good. We've got northwest Tennessee in the 30% risk of severe weather. That would probably convert over to like an enhanced 3 out of 5 risk. And then the rest of us in that 15% risk, which will probably wind up being somewhere in the slight risk or 2 out of 5 by the time we get into that 3-day window. So we'll be updating you on that as the updates come out from the Storm Prediction Center. Here's Futurecast for tomorrow. Some of those showers and storms getting in as early as the morning. The time is up here just above me in the top right there, and you can see getting active late morning into the early afternoon. So we've got, that first round kind of comes through, and then the evening round right in here, 4 o'clock through Memphis and right over approaching Savannah, Selmer, North Mississippi. And then we've got a final wave there that'll come through late tomorrow night. And you can see it sweeping through Tennessee River areas in the 1 to 2 a.m. time. But then behind that, not much of anything. So the good news, it looks like we'll get most of this out of here by sunrise, and most of Saturday looks completely dry. Sunday has an isolated storm or two during the afternoon, meaning most of us won't get rain on Sunday either. But Monday looks very active. Here's a close-up. You can see all of those storms there kicking through during the early, late morning to early afternoon time. And we got several rounds of those coming through. You can see more of those in the 4 to 5 to 6, 7 p.m. right along south of I-40. And then we'll have to watch that third little wave rolling through late tomorrow night through Savannah, looks like by about midnight, then out of here after about 2 a.m. So very active it's going to be. Here's your evening forecast. We'll be dropping into those low 60s. We'll start to see a few more clouds late overnight tonight, about 63 by 7 a.m. in the morning. Bus stop. We'll start off 63, head up to about 76. Showers and thunderstorms likely, certainly in the late morning and afternoon hours there. 7-day forecast showing a very active day tomorrow, near 90% chance. Some of those showers and storms will linger into some of the early morning hours of Saturday. Mostly looks to be out of here by sunrise Saturday. An isolated storm or two in the afternoon on Sunday, but again, mostly dry through Sunday too. Then we've got to watch Monday. Looks very active there too with that severe threat. 70% chance there. It looks unsettled through much of next week as well. All right, guys, that's a quick look at the weather. We'll have another update coming up a little bit later. Thanks for watching.